So it's been a couple of hours, and I decided to do something a little different. The first time I made this bread, I let the autolyse sit for 45 minutes, as recommended by some resource that I found online. And then I read another resource, and it had it sit for 4 hours. Now, I didn't go that long. I think I did about 2 hours. It was going to be an hour and a half, and I ended up on a call, so I had to wait. So this has been sitting. This is that mixture of flour and water that I did a few hours ago. And now we're going to add our starter to it. So I am going to reset my scale here. Give me 1 second. Come on, babies. For heaven's sakes. Okay. And we're going to add 200 grams of this yummy, fragrant, bubbly starter. Now what I did is I took a little teaspoon of it and I dropped it in some room temperature water and it floated. And that's usually a good sign that it's active and it's ready to go and it's ready to make some bread. And so now what I'm going to do is take my spatula, of course Wonder Woman, and I'm going to add 150 to 200. And I say I'm giving it a range because I had one recipe that was 150. I had one that was 200. I sort of feel like in this case, more's better, okay? And 200 feels like the magic number. Okay, and you know what? That's about 200, and why waste it? So let's go ahead and do a little, maybe that's too much. I don't know if that little bit can really make a difference, but let's not take a chance. So we're gonna do 200 grams. So I'm changing this today, all right? We're doing 200 grams of starter, and I'm gonna spread that around real nice. Okay, so you can see that's the starter with the 100 grams of flour, 100 grams of water, what I've been feeding and growing and getting ready for this loaf of bread for the last couple of days. And now I'm gonna wet my hands, all right? And I'm gonna stand so that you can see this so that I don't, let me adjust my camera a little bit. Okay. So now I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna first loosen the edges of the bread, of the dough, okay? And then I'm gonna take little sides and see I'm pushing it down. And this is I'm not gonna film this for the entire time because this is going to take about 5 minutes of this mixing. And as you can see, I'm sort of folding it in and I'm taking more from the bottom and pushing it in, mixing it around. And I will do this for roughly 5 minutes, right? And then after that, I'm going to cover it again and let it sit for about 20 minutes. After which I'm going to add salt, and then we will do a different form of mixing. So I'm gonna turn this off and continue to do this for 5 minutes. Come back.